Hello YouTube! Today we're going to be going over all the PAL weapons in the game, giving you a little test, giving you a little showcase, also telling you what materials you might need, what level you'll unlock it. Essentially, anything in the tech tree that's PAL related, but it doesn't say saddle or like harness or something where you're just riding or controlling the PAL. That's what we're going to show today. So join me as I start with Foxsparks. So essentially, you know, all of you guys watched the trailer for Palworld. You saw those amazing weapons, aka PALs, that you can use to fight other PALs, and this is the first one you can actually unlock. So Foxspark's harness, essentially what you can do is you can equip your PAL as a flamethrower. So you can equip Foxspark as a flamethrower. And just to go over the material requirements, those are right there. Now that we're done crafting it, let me grab one of my Foxsparks and I'll show you how to use it, or just showcase it. Honestly, he's only level 11. I'm in a level 55 area. It's not going to be like a damage test. Kind of just want to show you guys the visuals and how it works, because personally, over half of the ones I'll show you in this list, I've never used before. Like myself, I don't use it. I just use my guns. So here we go. Low key, the damage is underwhelming, but it still looks really freaking cool. You know, right? Like it's one of the core features of the game that I feel like I haven't taken advantage of as much. But anyways, next is Celeray's gloves. So when Celeray's in your team, your glider's performance is enhanced. Also, rip all the gliders, because you used to be able to see the actual visuals of the PAL. Like the PAL's character design replaces your glider, but because of the big N, sadly, Pocket Pair had to remove it. But anyways, you saw on screen, you saw the materials you need. Once you craft this key item, go ahead, get a Celeray, and let's go glide. So I do have triple jump boots on, so I can give you a little sneak peek of what this looks like. Essentially, you can glide farther. So Celeray's gliders, you can glide a lot farther than if you used the normal glider. I'll show you real quick. Also, for reference, for all the glider PALs I'm using in this game, just make sure, if you want to compare it, I'll show you the normal glider real quick. Just compare it to this, like rewind the video back to this point in time and it'll just give you a good comparison. But here it is. Pretty underwhelming. The next thing on our list is Jolthog's gloves, which will unlock at level 8, along with Daedream's necklace. We'll cover that next. But anyways, what Jolthog's gloves does is you equip him and you can throw him and he'll be a shock grenade. Keep in mind, the range is not really that high, so it's not that useful. I never used it personally. Those are the materials you need. I don't have some cloth. I'll create some cloth. Good thing about this though is that unlike other weapons on this list, your PAL doesn't die. It doesn't faint after using it. So as you'll see later on with a certain little penguin, Jolthog won't faint. Jolthog won't die when you use him as a grenade. Think of it as just a porcupine releasing its needles. But make sure you're close by. Bam. When you take him out, you just make sure to hold F and that'll equip him for you if that's your default. And you can left click the throw. It didn't really do a lot of damage because it's like really low leveled, but that's what it looks like. There's the showcase. There you go. But as I mentioned before, Daedream's necklace, you saw here its materials. I looked into this one when I first started the game because I was trying to figure out, can I put out 2 PALs at the same time? The answer is yes, but they're really nerfed. So you can only have one main PAL with all the buffed attacks, right? And then there's only specific PALs you can have out simultaneously. And one of them is Daedream. So if you didn't know what Daedream does, she attacks when you attack. So it's just a follow-up attack. Honestly, it doesn't do too much damage, but once again, this is just a support item. It kind of works like a Gobfin, where as long as you have her in your party, she'll show up in game by your side. Even like if you're just using your grapple, as long as you're doing some type of attack animation, even if it doesn't hit the target, Daedream's gonna auto lock. So yeah, just to let you guys know, if you use Daedream along with 3 other PAL weapons on this list, and then you have 1 main PAL, you can actually have 5 out at the same time. So yeah, stay tuned. Just like Celeray, Killmari is another glider enhancement. Essentially, oh my god, I just farted. Anyways, Killmari, unlike Celeray, Celeray makes you go forward faster and for longer. Killmari makes you go higher. So I'll test it out real quick. I had grabbed Killmari already. Look, I'm basically going up. Like, it feels, you can't really feel it through the screen, but in game, it really feels like you're going up. You know, the movie? Like, okay, this is really cool. We are now on Lifmunk. Lifmunk's submachine gun. So when you activate its partner skill, they're gonna go on your head and fire enemies. So I'm gonna make the harness real quick. Here are the materials: ingots, stone, wood, palladium, and bam. To use it, make sure you take out Lifmunk, then press F or hold F to get him on your head. And then, as long as you do any type of attack animation, like even if you're swinging your pickaxe in the air at nothing, Lifmunk will shoot. And yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Kind of overwhelming once again, but remember, these are higher leveled versus a level 12 Lifmunk, right? This is just a showcase for animation. Damage isn't exactly what we're focusing on. At the same tech level, you also get Jolthog Cryst, I don't freaking know how to pronounce it. It's basically just like a Jolthog, but a frozen effect. And you know, you already know what the animation looks like. I'll just show you real quick how it works. Make sure it's your active, hold F, make sure you get close enough, because if you're not, it's gonna miss. But yeah, those are the visuals. Make sure you recall it. Now, Tanzee has been used in a lot of memes. I remember an animation where this guy just pulled out freaking assault rifle. It was hilarious, okay? It's one of the things that got me in the game, and now I'll be showing you how you can get it too. Honestly, you guys probably know. Here are the materials, make sure you craft that. If you have set attack on sight, this guy's just gonna start shooting. I think he has auto lock or something, or he doesn't, because this guy was just shooting into the air. But that's kind of what it looks like. If you want more, too bad, he has a cooldown, okay? You're gonna have to wait, because you're gonna experience this in game 2. Level 17, Pengullet Rocket Launcher. Now, you know how I hinted earlier, where if you use a certain penguin as ammo, you're gonna fucking die? Yeah, Pengullet is that penguin. Okay, take Pengullet out, hold F. It's gonna stuff it into your rocket launcher. By the way, you do not have to own a rocket launcher to use it. A rocket launcher will show up. So even though I have one in my inventory, you don't need it. But as you see here, Pengullet has a red icon, which means it's fainted, it's KO'd. You're gonna have to put it back in the PAL box because it's an expendable piece of... Anyways, that's Pengullet. We're doing Flopie's necklace now, just like Daedream. This is another one, as long as you have it in your party, it's going to show up in-game, right beside you. Here's the materials, and this is kind of me hinting at having 5 PALs at once, because Flopie plus Daedream plus the other ones on this list, you could have a full freaking raid party just with your party PALs. Like, isn't that crazy? But the moment you put her in your party, so she's going to show up beside you. What she does is pick up items off the ground. Honestly, I feel like this is kind of useless because you can pick up things yourself a lot faster and it won't glitch if you do it yourself. Plus, honestly, if you just run over it yourself, sometimes it's usually automatic. And as you can tell, it's kind of glitched. So only use her if you're kind of starting the game and you're really annoyed about picking up items, or maybe even if you're AFKing and farming a bunch of mats. But I don't see any scenario where that'd be the case, but here it is. Now at tech level 18, you unlock Tocotoco's gloves, and this is a really funny one. When I first started the game, have you ever imagined of shooting eggs from a chicken's butt? Now that's essentially what Tocotoco does. Once you craft it with these materials, you can start going wild. Like just hold F, get the partner skill activated, and now just tap Tocotoco's back, tap his butt, and get those chicken eggs out of here. And honestly, sorry, I sneezed. But honestly, they do quite a lot of damage. Like, you know, the other PALs, they were doing like 1-2 damage. This one's doing 136. Like, wow. This next one is really useful. So Digtoise's headband is a really fast pickaxe. So if you're trying to mine hexalite, or if you're trying to mine any type of ore when you're starting out, make sure you have Digtoise. Digtoise is essential because this guy, his partner skill makes him spin like crazy, and the friction destroys any ore that you use it against. I should have used it a lot more instead of using my pickaxe, because look, that's its normal thing, and then this is its partner skill. I'm holding it down, right, with F, and here you can read it real quick. But when activated, it's gonna spin like crazy. You'll know because it has a yellow animation around it, like this, and it's activated. Sadly, it has a time limit. Wait, okay. God damn it! Why did I click on this NPC? But just make sure when you activate your Digtoise, make sure it's close, nearby, within range to start doing this. Because if it's too far away, the hits won't register. So just FYI. But look at all the hexalite it's mining. Like this, Digtoise is really good early game. Once again, rip gliders, but Hangyu's gloves is a really close contender for Galeclaw as the best glider, because Galeclaw makes you go forward fast, but Hangyu makes you stay flying for like forever. Technically, you could infinitely rise up. Like, I'll show you real quick after I craft it. Once you put Hangyu in your party, that's all you have to do. This, like, look, I'm basically floating up. Like, Killmari was nice, but Hangyu, you can scale mountains with this. Like, as long as your stamina allows it, right? Like, look, I can't get on top of it now, but if I spam space, I'm gonna go higher. Because each time you spam space and you re-enter the animation, it actually gives you a little boost. So technically, I could go high enough until now, I actually can reach this stage. So, Hangyu, really good pal. If you pair it with the, what is that thing called? The suction cup thing, you can go really far distances as well. Now is Dazzi's necklace. So with Dazzi in your team, it's basically the same as kind of Lifmunk's submachine gun. They'll attack just like Daedream. They'll attack when the player attacks. So this is another one where you can have two pals out simultaneously. Dazzi is one of those. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but here are the materials. If she's in your party, she'll be by your side. I've never really noticed how huge Dazzi's character model was. Like, compared to the player, it's actually pretty freaking big. Dazzi's an electric type, so it's gonna have electric type moves, just like you just saw. It seems like they have a cooldown on their attacks as well. I don't know how long exactly the cooldown is, but if you just look at this video and maybe try to time it, like, once again, Dazzi attacked right there. Let's see if she does it again. This is kind of annoying. Like, if you're out by my side, do something. See, I freaking missed. Time for Galeclaw, but those are the materials if you want to see. Rip Galeclaw, by the way. The video I posted about Galeclaw gliding, the very next day, Palworld made an update because of the big N. Which is really sad to see, but this is the new animation. You go fast really quickly. So here it is. The next one is personally one of my favorite pals, Mossanda's grenade launcher. If you guys didn't know, pandas are actually my favorite animal, so Mossanda has a place in my heart. I remember before Faybreak I tried breeding the perfect one, so you'll see it has all of those Serenity, Legend, Musclehead, you know, those things. Sadly, Faybreak quickly came after I tried breeding it, and now it's pretty much obsolete without Demon God. I'm too tired to breed for it again, so I'm going to be using this one real quick. I really like it because Mossanda, you can jump really high up and snipe them. Like, make sure you right click first and then start firing with left click. But I love how this guy can jump really high and then just start sniping you with freaking rocket launchers. Look at the little leafy green on his head. It's so cute and also really chaotic, and that's what I love about Palworld. So at level 26, Mossanda Lux's rocket launcher, basically the same thing. So here are the materials. Real quick, I'll just show you what the animations look like. By the way, the one I'm using is an alpha, so it looks really, really big, but I look tiny on its back. But once again, you can shoot. You can still jump while shooting. I don't think there's much difference. It's not like there's some specific electric attribute. Not that I know of, but yeah. So Grizzbolt's minigun is up next. Honestly, Grizzbolt and Mossanda Lux, they seem kind of similar because they're both chonky electric type pals. But once you unlock him, just make sure, press F, you can ride it, just like a Mossanda Lux. Right click and then you can start shooting. Poor pals. Actually, honestly, not poor pals. We're barely doing any damage. But make sure you get the right passives. Make sure you're fighting similar leveled pals, and you guys are going to do hella damage. After that, we have the mascot of Palworld, and that's Relaxaurus and his missile launcher. So I'm going to just craft that real quick. The materials, here they are. Side notes, Relaxaurus has a unique skin that was available, I think early last year. Was it spring or summer? But you could get a golden king Relaxaurus, which is what I'm riding right now. It looks really, really funny, really, really derpy. But just like Jetragon's missile launcher, Relaxaurus, you can do this. They're fully guided missiles. Even if you're pointing in an entirely different direction, they'll hone on to the nearest enemy. Just look at this guy's floppy arms. Like, isn't that so cute? So level 56 is just the Lux version, the electric type version. You saw the materials. Here they are once again. Honestly, they're not that much different. This one's just an alpha version, so it's a lot bigger. So when I'm riding on its back, I look tiny. But same thing, different color. We're getting to the end, y'all. Well, this isn't last, but this one is Jetragon's missile launcher. Honestly, probably what most of you are familiar with because it's probably your main mount and you use it every day. But here are the materials. It uses a lot of mats. But once you craft that, you can get seated on your private jet. Hold right click and then spam left click. And you can start demolishing your enemies. I use this a lot when I was doing my supply drop series. Because it saved me quite a lot of ammo and bullets and wear and tear on my guns, durability. So yeah, I think we have like 3 more on our list. But Dazzi Noct's necklace, here are the materials. Once you craft it, it's basically the same as a Dazzi, a regular Dazzi. It's just another one you can unlock, but it's a dark type. I kind of want to show you guys now because this is the final PAL that you can equip in your party that will actually stay out even if you have another active PAL. So I'm going to grab all of the ones that I've shown you so far that are capable of being out simultaneously. So we got Dazzi Noct, we got Daedream, we got Flopie, we got Dazzi, and then you can get whatever main PAL you want in your first slot. I already have Private Jet 2.0 in there, which is Xenolord, and look at this. You got like your own team of pals. This was what I was looking for in Palworld. I thought having more than one pal out at a time could be absolutely amazing. This is one of the features that enables you to do that. Sadly, they're not really strong because they only attack when the player attacks and they don't do much damage. Maybe Flopie can help with collecting materials, but other than your main attack mount or your main attack pal, to be honest, you don't really need these guys. It'd be a lot more efficient to just grab a full team of Gobfins to boost your player damage. But I'm probably going to get a thumbnail from this. Next is Nyafia. I believe Nyafia is second to last. So Nyafia's shotgun, once you craft it at this crafting table, it's one of the legendary ones, she will be able to shoot a shotgun. So once you put in your active slot, wow, she's surprisingly tall. But hold F, that should activate its gun mode, and it should be locking on to the nearest enemy. Apparently it's the Chilla Ignises all the way over there. Didn't do any damage, but there's the showcase. You saw its animations. Now finally, we're at level 59 Bastigor's Hammer. I expected a lot from this one. I thought it'd be stronger than Jetragon's missile launcher. In some ways it is because it has a low cooldown. However, its range is terrible. Like, I'll show you right now. Once you equip him, hold F and get on its back. Not only is its PAL, like, partner skill range small, but its jump height is actually pathetic. Like, you can't even get over a small ledge with this guy's jump height. So, Pocket Pair, if you're watching this, make sure you fix that. But here, that's Bastigor's Hammer. It does not too much damage, even though it literally has an attack build, except it has Vampiric instead of Musclehead, so its attack is a bit lower, but I didn't mean to hit that. Thank God it got cancelled. But Bastigor, look at this. Like, you have to hold right click and then left click, and sometimes it misses. Sometimes they're too far away and you just completely miss, and then you're stuck in like a 3-second, 4-second animation that you can't cancel. It honestly gets really annoying. Like, if this guy wasn't the almost strongest PAL in the game, the one you unlock at the highest level, other than Xenolord, I wouldn't even build this freaking PAL weapon. But yeah, that's honestly the last PAL I have on my list. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I'll try to post at least once a week now. I have started working, so before I used to try every 4 to 5 days, but now once a week should be more reasonable, just to give you guys realistic expectations of me. I don't want to burn out. I want to keep being consistent and keep doing this for a long time, so I gotta stay, you know, I don't know how to say it, just stay average. Don't burn out too quickly. And if you guys enjoyed, you made it this far, you are a loyal subscriber, you should be subscribed. So go hit that red button and have a great day, guys.